Joe Rogan, 90 million downloads, young white males, and the demographic many experts feel possibly tipped the election in all of the swing states. And his eerily, in this breaking story, odd narrative and language in the days and weeks heading up to the election. What does it mean? Where did he get those talking points from? Good point for this breaking story, because Joe Rogan had incredible influence once he endorsed Donald Trump, a man who has told more than 35,000 documented lies since 2015. And the reality is, in this breaking story, when you look at Joe Rogan's effect, you know the old cliche, once is an accident, twice is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. Well, in this breaking story, what does 4 mean, specifically when it comes to Russia? Take a listen to what some folks were talking about in terms of Joe Rogan and Trump on the way into this election before I share the breaking story with you.
They do it on the left, they do it on the right. They gaslight you, they manipulate you, they promote narratives.
It is kind of funny Rogan talks about people pushing narratives, because that's exactly what he's doing in this breaking story coming up.
And the only one who's not doing that is Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
You a fan?
Yeah, I am a fan. Yeah, he's the only one that makes sense to me. He's the only one that he doesn't attack people.
About face from Joe Rogan just 3 months ago, one of the world's most popular podcasters thought RFK Jr. was the only option in the 2024 race. But now, on the eve of the election, Rogan formally endorsing Donald Trump. He announced that decision after his interview with billionaire and Trump ally Elon Musk. And for the record, yes, that's an endorsement of Trump. Rogan's support comes as the Trump campaign has, of course, pushed to win over young male voters this cycle, with the former president making numerous appearances on podcasts popular with that demographic, including the Joe Rogan Experience.
There's no reason not to think that Mars and all these planets don't have life.
Gee, I don't know, Donald. Why wouldn't there be life on Mars? Because it's actually impossible and been proven. Anyway, go ahead, continue.
I played football too. I didn't particularly like it.
What position were you?
No, I didn't like it. I played tight end.
Yeah, we're all pretty sure Donald Trump didn't play tight end.
He needs people who are young males who might not think voting matters. And I think Joe Rogan is important in that demographic. I do think it's been a unique strategy. And, Donald Trump's interview with Joe Rogan has been downloaded 90 million times. That's a third of the country. That's a really, really big reach.
Anyway, in this breaking story, listen to what Joe Rogan says on his podcast leading into the election, and the odd similarity it has to Russian talking points coming out of Putin's sphere at the same time. Here it is.
We've been funding this. It's a proxy war. The whole thing is fucking insane.
The U.S. is waging a war to strategically defeat Russia. They are waging this war. They are supplying weapons, ammunition, satellite intelligence. They are waging a war against us.
Come to the negotiation table. Sit down. Work this out. Stop killing everybody.
We have another real peace proposal. It includes the neutral status of Ukraine, its demilitarization and denazification, the recognition of new territorial realities, the status of Crimea, Sevastopol, Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics, Zaporizhia and Kherson regions as subjects of the Russian Federation, and the lifting of all Western sanctions against Russia.
He says Putin is terrified. You, man, you people. Yufkin people are about to start World War III.
Authorizing U.S. missile strikes on Russian territory is an unprecedented step that brings the start of World War III closer.
Can I get a drug test? Can we just get one drug test before we send you any more money? This is like cocaine, like, baby. Putin's scared, man.
Yeah.
Putin's terrified.
I appeal to the Ukrainian armed forces. Take power into your own hands. It looks like it will be easier for us to come to an agreement than with this gang of drug addicts.
We can only hope, folks. We can only hope that when this is all said and done, and we find a way through, not the next 4 years, how about we just go in 6-month increments until we get to the midterm elections? Who knows what may have happened by then? But I will tell you this, and I'm speaking directly to Joe Rogan. I wish he would watch this. Brother, you and I should have a real strong face-to-face about a couple of things with regards to being American. Sooner than later. Any place you want. I'm in Los Angeles, man. I think that's where you are. Look me up. In the meantime, everybody, share this, stay educated, keep talking, remain open, and always stay frosty.